Welcome to What is Islam Academy.
As for those who have rejected these truths, it is all the same whether or not you warn them, for they will not believe. That is, those people who do not meet these 6 requirements or reject all or any one of the fundamentals set out above. Allah has sealed their hearts and their hearing, and a covering has fallen over their eyes. They deserve severe chastisement. This does not mean that their rejection of the truth is a consequence of God sealing their hearts. What is meant is that God sealed their hearts and ears as a consequence of their decision to reject the fundamentals of faith, of their deliberate choice of a path divergent from that charted out by the Qur'an. Anyone who has worked for the dissemination of the truth often finds that if, after full consideration, a person decides against a doctrine, his mind begins to move in a completely opposite direction so that he fails to appreciate anything that is explained to him. His ears become deaf, his eyes are blinded to the merits of that doctrine, and one gets the distinct impression that the person's heart has indeed been sealed. There are some who say, "We believe in Allah and in the last day," while in fact they do not believe. They are trying to deceive Allah and those who believe, but they do not realize that in truth they are only deceiving themselves. These people delude themselves that their hypocritical behavior will profit them, when in fact it will prove harmful both in this world and the next. A hypocrite may be able to fool people for a while, but it does not last long. His hypocrisy is ultimately seen through. As for the next life, it is obvious that his claim to be a true believer is contradicted by his own actions and is thus quite worthless. There is a disease in their hearts, and Allah has intensified this disease. A painful chastisement awaits them for their lying. Disease here refers to the disease of hypocrisy. The statement that Allah has intensified this disease means that He does not punish the hypocrites immediately, but allows them to indulge in their hypocrisy and exult in the success of their ruses. This feeling of success intensifies their hypocrisy. Whenever they are told, "Do not spread mischief on earth," they say, "Why, we indeed are the ones who set things right." They are the mischief makers, but they do not realize it. Whenever they are told, "Believe as others believe," they answer, "Shall we believe as the fools have believed?" Indeed, it is they who are the fools, but they are not aware of it. They are being asked to become Muslims in the same manner as others of their community became Muslims. They think that those people who sincerely embraced Islam and thereby exposed themselves to all kinds of trials and persecutions and confronted risks and dangers were merely fools. To them it seems sheer folly to invite the hostility of the entire land merely for the sake of truth and righteousness. In their view, wisdom consists not in bothering oneself with the distinction between truth and falsehood, but in remaining concerned only with one's own interests. When they meet the believers, they say, "We believe." But when they meet their evil companions in privacy, they say, "Surely we are with you. We were merely jesting." Satan in Arabic means refractory, rebellious, and headstrong, and is used for both human beings and jinn. Although this word is generally used in the Qur'an for the Satans amongst the jinn, it is also used occasionally for human beings possessing satanic characteristics. The context generally explains whether the word Satan refers to jinn or to human beings. In this particular case, the word Satans refers to those influential leaders of the time who were in the vanguard of opposition and hostility to Islam. Allah jests with them, leaving them to wander blindly on in their rebellion. These are the ones who have purchased error in exchange for guidance. This bargain has brought them no profit, and certainly they are not on the right way. This means that two opposite effects emerged when a true servant of God radiated the light which made it possible to distinguish true from false and right from wrong, and made the straight way distinct from the ways of error. To those endowed with true perception, all truths became evident, but those who were almost blinded by the worship of their animal desires perceived nothing. The expression, "Allah took away the light of their perception," should not create the impression that these people were not responsible for their stumbling into darkness. Only those who do not seek the truth, who prefer error to guidance, and who are adamantly disinclined to pursue the truth despite its luminosity, are deprived by God of the light of their perception. God simply enables such people to do what they wish.